In a world full of so many overblown claims about how easy it is to make $1 million online today, seriously? I am keeping it real and talking about the one 2-letter word that will become your secret weapon to building a 6-figure business. Is it easy? No. Is it worth it? Oh yeah. Keep watching. Hey guys, it's Alex, and this week I am taking a little breather from my regular tutorials to talk about something that is very real in the world of entrepreneurship, and that is rejection. Quite often I get messages from my posse on Instagram or YouTube saying, Alex, I want to start freelancing, but I don't have any clients. To which I say, okay, how many potential clients have you reached out to? Yeah, the answer is usually none. The truth is, I have countless videos on how to get started, but the biggest problem isn't the lack of training and resources out there. In fact, I have subscribers who have started their copywriting business and got clients using nothing but my free videos available right here on my YouTube channel. Like Renata, who shared this with me on a recent webinar I hosted.
Alex, I've been watching your videos for like 3 months now, and I've literally just taken your advice and I got a job. I have a few gigs going. So yeah, thank you so much. Your work and your videos are amazing.
I love hearing stuff like that from my posse. It makes me so happy, and it's exactly why I do this. Now, what about you? If you haven't yet put yourself out there, what is holding you back? Now, if I had to guess, I would say it has something to do with a silly little 2-letter word that holds so much power over us. Any guesses what it is? No. N-O, no. Now, if you've ever been afraid of rejection when it comes to starting your business, I can hardly blame you. There is so much misinformation out there about what it takes to start a business from the ground up. In a world so full of overblown claims about how easy it is to make $1 million online, I can see why hearing that dreaded 2-letter word can leave you feeling defeated. Like, why can everyone else do it and I can't? Well, honey, you heard it here. It isn't easy, and it's not supposed to be. If it was, everyone would do it, and what is the fun in that? Listen, no one you admire got to where they are today without hearing the word no like a lot. No, I'm not interested. No, thanks, maybe later. Not today, not a chance, just no. Sound familiar? Great, you are doing it right. And if you haven't gotten a no yet, what are you waiting for? I can tell you all the motivational quotes in the world. You're gonna fail, so fail fast and fail often. You miss 100% of the chances you don't take. When one door closes, another one opens. But guys, you know all of that already. So what I wanna do today is help you change your relationship with the word no, baby, because once you get used to it, you will see there is so much freedom and power on the other side. Every no is a stepping stone to a new opportunity. See what I did there? And speaking of new, if you're new around here, subscribe to my channel below. Every single week, I release a new tutorial on copywriting, marketing, branding, and yes, the occasional rant and motivational pep talk to help you ignite your business. And now here they are, 5 reasons why the word no is your secret weapon to building a 6-figure business. Number 1, no helps you pivot. Yes, the struggle is real. At some point, mark my words, you will be turned down when you apply or propose for that gig or job, especially when you're at the beginning stages of your freelance business. A client or customer might tell you that you don't have the right experience, or that you're too expensive, or that they've decided to go with somebody else, or they might just ghost you altogether. And I know, that sucks. But it takes time to build up authority and get to that point where your clients and customers are actually coming to you. But here's the thing, even the best copywriters, entrepreneurs, and freelancers didn't get to where they are without rejection. You know this, and I have been there myself, but it's important that you don't take that scratch to the ego as a missed opportunity or a giant waste of time, because it is, in fact, a gift. Now hear me out, when a client or customer turns you down, instead of getting down about it, which by the way, you are completely entitled to do because there is no shame in being human, I encourage you to get curious. This is your time to pivot and innovate. Ask them, what could you have done better? Is there room for innovation or improvement? What would it take for them to consider you again in the future? This is your time to innovate or zhuzh up your portfolio for when you do approach other clients. Because if you don't do it differently next time, why would you expect to get anything other than a no? That's the definition of insanity, isn't it? Doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. If you're lucky, they'll tell you exactly why they couldn't say yes to you. You've got absolutely nothing to lose, and and so much to gain by simply asking for feedback. You might realize that no was just a no, not right now. Or you might get 100 no's before you get a yes, but eventually you will get a yes. And as long as you continue to innovate and grow and add value, soon enough you'll be the one saying no. Which leads me to number 2. No helps you prioritize. No is a two-way street. Just because you're new to this whole world doesn't mean you should say yes to every single project that comes your way. The world's highest achievers got to where they are today because they know how to prioritize their commitments so they can stay focused and deliver the best work they can. Yet, believe it or not, guys, most leaders have no clue how to say no, especially entrepreneurs who started from scratch. So you might have the tendency to be drawn to every single new opportunity, well, because of FOMO, and before you know it, your plate is piled so high and you're stretched so thin and you're overwhelmed by all the promises you've made. Turning down that next opportunity or offer that comes your way might just be the best decision you can ever make for your career. It gives you the space and energy you need to focus on commitments that will best serve you and your mission and allow you to deliver your best work. My advice, stay in your lane and say no to anything that doesn't actually feel like something you want to do. Makes sense, right? My friend Roland Frazier, co-owner of Digital Marketer, invented something he calls the PFM method. So he'll only say yes to something if he, 1, actually likes the people he'll be working with, 2, he thinks it would be fun, and 3, it has the potential to make good money. And that comes last. He only says yes to money if it meets the people and fun criteria first. So there you have it. There's an acronym for it, so it's basically science. So step back and really assess why you feel compelled to say yes to certain projects. Is it out of scarcity or maybe guilt? Or maybe you feel the need to be busy all the time because if you're not constantly hustling or grinding, you're not working hard enough. Yes, I have been there too. And just remember, if it's not an F yes, it is an F no, and that is okay. And if you need some tips on the best way to turn down a client or a business opportunity, check out Tim Ferriss's podcast on how to say no. I shared a link to that in the description below. All right, number 3, no sets boundaries. Just as you need personal boundaries in your relationships with others and yourself, professional boundary sets a clear understanding of what your role is and isn't and the terms on which you can best serve your client. As you begin to navigate the freelance world, it can be a real struggle to communicate what you're cool with and what you're not cool with just because you're figuring it out as you go along. So take the time to recognize and establish your boundaries, guys, because the last thing you want to do is feel uncomfortable or resentful or taken advantage of, or worse, completely burnt out. And yes, I have also been there too. Remember that as a freelancer, you have a responsibility to your client to do things to the best of your ability. So if you find yourself having to say no to protect that ability, just trust in that decision. And just as we strive to protect our own boundaries, we gotta remember to respect others too. If a client says no to some of the terms that you've laid out or makes a request that pushes up against your boundaries, before you jump to how dare you, figure out how you can find some middle ground that creates a win-win situation, because guys, trust me, a long-term mutually respectful relationship is definitely the best way forward in this business. All right, number 4, no makes you stronger. Rejection is like running. The more you experience it, the easier it becomes. The first time you hear that word no, it stings like shin splints. The second time, it stings a little less. Resilience to rejection is like a muscle that needs action to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So make it your mission to get as many no's as possible, because that means you're trying something new and putting yourself out there. Good job. And the truth is, if you got a yes every time, life would be so boring. There would be no reason to celebrate and drink champagne. Okay, maybe I'd find a reason to do that. But every no you get makes the yes you do finally get that much sweeter. Did you know that Walt Disney was turned down by 302 banks before he got a loan for Disneyland? And J.K. Rowling had 12 publishers say no to Harry Potter. Big mistake. Huge! So wear your no's like proud badges of honor on your sleeve and keep challenging yourself, you daredevil you. All right, now moving on to number 5, no helps you grow. The word no helps you grow and up level. It's kind of like dating. With every broken heart, you get better and better at knowing the right kind of person to be with. Don't we all look back at the people we've dated and go, I'm kind of glad that didn't work out, even though we fell to pieces at the time? Yeah, you gotta kiss a few frogs before you find your prince or princess, right? Whether you're the one saying no or hearing no, no matter what, it's an opportunity to create space for something bigger. I said no to law school when many people would have said that was downright the stupidest thing I could have done after going to business school and yes, majoring in business law. But what did I do instead? I took an internship on the other side of the world, and 3 years later, I started my copywriting business. And look at me now. Man, what would my life have been like if I was a lawyer? All I know is that I have no what ifs, and I am grateful for my life right now, for every no I've said, and for every no I've earned. So what was a big no that you've had in your life, and how did it lead to an even better opportunity for you? Comment below and let me know. I cannot wait to hear your stories. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up below if you found this video helpful in any way. And next up, check out my video on the 5 mindset shifts you need to ignite your business this year. You can watch that right here. Don't forget to subscribe. I will be back next week with another video. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. All right.